Like I've heard of people marrying their avatar.
Oh yeah.
That to me is just kind of like whatever. But to actually pay somebody to only share space.
I was really like, out of his face.
Yeah.
What? Hold on.
Wait, black people don't do that?
Come on now, man. You don't, come on now. No.
So there's a Facebook book group called Life Inspiration or something, and then one of the topics was there's this guy who does this business, which is like basically like being with a person but doing nothing,
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah. Okay.
not talking,
Yeah.
just doing nothing with them, and then
A Japanese guy?
yeah, Japanese guy.
Yeah, I seen that over in Japan, man. The guy just like he literally go on dates with people or just go like hang out. And the only thing he does is just sit there.
Yeah.
He just sits there.
Right. And then this Facebook group was basically saying that, like, you know, this guy has been helping those who, like, social withdrawal, like it's called Hikikomori. That's been a big issue in Japan.
Where they just stay in their room all the time?
Right. Doing just, I don't know, video games or something. And it's a huge issue in Japan. But then, like, a lot of people, like, say a lot of things about it, but then they just don't really, like, talk about the mental health issues there. And then, like, because I was refusing to go to school when I was 14. I dropped out when I was 16. Like,
Was it because of that bullying guy?
a lot of issues. Mental health is one of them. Like, couldn't really make friends. That's another one. Like, a lot of issues. And then so I tend to like see clients who tend to like refuse to go to school, and they are like pre-hikikomori basically, or like already hikikomori, and they oftentimes, my understanding is that like a lot of them are suffering from like multiple mental health issues, depression and anxiety, like that's basically given, but they don't talk about it, they don't do anything about it, they can't do anything about it because they have no idea about it. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I have my understanding about it, but then I did speak up about it. Yeah, I got a lot of like you know, I guess likes, meaning like, you know, people agreed, I guess. And at the same time, like, some people were they were disagreeable with me because I called that kind of person as like he's manipulating the system. Because like if the same thing was happening, say like, you know, hikikomori was happening in the U.S., there's a better way to help them because the mental health system is like here. But then there's none, and close to none. So he can do such business, and then they don't see it as an issue.
And what do they get from being with somebody in the presence of somebody? What's I don't understand how that's beneficial, how that helps.
At least they're not alone.
Do they talk to them? No, they're just with them.
So there is no connection there.
Yeah,
But they feel helped.
just by being with somebody.
But by avoiding feeling lonely.
Yeah. Wow.
But then, yeah, so it's a form of denial.
That's man, that's very sad.
Right? Thank you.
I didn't know Japan had gone that far into like when I look at the Japanese mental psyche, a couple of things that stand out to me that are scary are some of the sexual stuff that I see like in manga, some of the twisted sexual stuff, and then some of like the chikan on the train, the gropers on the train, they touch girls and stuff. You never heard of that? It's a problem.
Them, like they taking pictures.
No, they grab girls and stuff, or they'll jerk off on them. See, I told you.
Is that why
I
they
say
had
jerk
like
off.
a separate car?
They
for
do.
females?
They started doing that. Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
A separate car for the train. Separate train car.
Oh, yeah.
But like those were the two things I used to look at where I feel like Japanese oppression, societal oppression, was venting itself through these sexual
I see what you're saying, yeah.
things.
I bet, yeah.
And that was the worst thing I had seen, I guess. And I knew about, you say Hikikomori?
Hikikomori.
Hikikomori. I have heard about that, but I didn't know it was such a huge epidemic like you're explaining. And when you say that part about, like I've heard of people marrying their avatar.
Oh, yeah.
That to me is just kind of like whatever. But to actually pay somebody to only share space. Yeah.
out of his face.
Yeah.
What? Hold on.
Wait, black people don't do that?
Come on now, man. You know, come on now.
You never like thought about proposing to your avatar?
No, man. What?
Yeah, man. So
Hatsune Miku, like
Yeah.
one of the guys.
You talking about like something on like a computer screen, like a.
yeah,
yeah, stuff
an
like
inanimate object. They get married to them.
All right, okay.
Like,
That's all right. That's a totally different conversation.
But this isn't. That's not a bunch of people. That's like a few people here and there.
I believe so. It's not
That's
bunch.
part of that culture then.
Yeah, no, it's a little different.
Okay.
But that is not an epidemic like Hikikomori. I think Hikikomori is more of an epidemic.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so is the those kids who refuse to go to school.
Okay. Yeah. Now so now that's the second thing I've heard that I'm like, oh wow. I mean, and Japan has a pretty high suicide rate, right?
Yeah, especially the adolescents.
Yeah. So those couple of things, but this Hikikomori is like and paying somebody to share space with you worries me a little bit. Like that's a deep-seated psychological problem.
Thank you. I think that that worries you. I think that should that's how Japanese people should be feeling too.
Yeah. But what were they saying? Like, oh, if it helps them, then that's good. Is that what they're saying?
I mean, what are these trolls saying to you,
Yeah.
man? That's what I think, man. I think
No,
like,
those people are not really like Japanese because everything was in English. So
Okay, so they don't really understand Japanese
Okay.
culture then, probably.
not as much as I do, I bet.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, marrying to the anime character, I guess that's okay too. So I don't understand yeah.
That's something new, man. You guys teach me some new stuff over
But
here, man.
we in America we have what's it called? The boys who don't have sex ever and don't have
Versions?
No, well yeah, but no, there's the guy that did the shooting in Santa Barbara and killed a bunch of people. What?
I call them crazy Caucasian people, man.
He was half Caucasian.
He was?
He was half Asian.
Oh, I just.
But hold on.
Oh, recently, right?
Yeah, 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
Watch this.
Yeah,
is
Manifesto.
Whenever I can't think of something.
Yeah, Manifesto, something like that too.
He did a video in his. Hey, I'm trying to think of what the culture of boys who have never had sex with is called. What's the name for those people called? They never had sex and they hate women for not liking them.
Who you talking to?
You're likely referring to the term incels.
Incel. Involuntarily celibate.
Oh, I never heard that before. My
Yeah,
life.
so incel
what?
is a huge thing in America. Probably European countries too, I imagine. But an incel is basically a boy or a man who can't hook up with a girl. And they end up getting this deep-seated hate for women because they blame the women for their failure instead of looking internally and blaming themselves.
So you're saying you didn't got no game, you're gonna blame the woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's our version of Hikikomori. They go outside and stuff, but they stop trying to progress in a certain area.
Right. So kind of let me
Yeah.
play a devil's advocate. Oh, by the way, there is no Japanese direct translation for this, playing a devil's advocate. So this is so useful.
English has way more words than
I
Japanese.
know, I love English. But so one of my my dissertation for my grad school was a Japanese American adolescence depression.
Japanese American
adolescence
adolescents.
depression.
Depression, okay.
And then there is not much studies out there, so I had to do Asian American. And then one of the reasons why depression is pretty, I don't remember the stats at all, but then common for Asian Americans is because they're not in the same stage with other race when it comes to when it comes to girls. They can't really date. They can't really get girlfriends and stuff. And then that's the first thing that I noticed when I had come to the U.S. I was because by the time that I had been here for a while, I really wanted to stay here. So one of the ways is the easiest one is getting married, right? So I was kind of half serious about it. And then when you look at them, the couple, every time you see Asian, it's Asian girl.
Yeah.
So when I see Asian guy and then like non-Asian girl, I wanted to congratulate them. Like like I wanted to talk to them. Like, hey, you didn't.
How'd you do it? It's like, how'd you get this girl, man?
Right? Yeah, I wanted to ask that too. But so that and that had been in my mind for a while. And then when I found the studies, I was like, hey, I wasn't wrong. I was right. So imagine like you can't get a girlfriend, like, or like girls don't even talk to you at all. And then that's norm until you graduate from high school. That's depressing as fuck, you know what I mean? So you said like half Asian, right? What if he looked like Asian?
He looked a little Asian.
Little Asian.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know how much it was contributing to it.
Yeah.
But that's just a norm. So yeah, it was kind of depressing for me too. Like when I see that's a undeniable fact.
Yeah. Nordy dates white girls. I think it's a confidence thing.
Yeah,
You know, Nordy has confidence.
he sure does.
Yeah.
You'll meet him.
But
Well, but then
why
like I'm talking about those Asian Americans born and raised here.
Yeah.
You know?
When you say Asian American, you mean not mixed, just full Asian.
That I don't know. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of Caucasian side Asians. They might still get a lot of phone numbers, or
Yeah.
Instagrams.
Half kids are popular.
Yeah.